Video game characters don't really get a good deal, do they? After they get home from a tough day of having a sword stuck into their intestines, that they'd have some comfort from their family home. That the soothing words of their mother would make everything okay. Makes me think of the nice things my mom says to me.
God, you're a weird child.
But not every video game character has that luxury.
Weird child.
Some of them have really, really crappy parents. A good place to start is the mum from Pokemon. Pick any Pokemon game, it doesn't really matter because they'll be shit either way. Here's the basic premise of Pokemon. You're a 10-year-old that goes off into the world to become a Pokemon master. To put that into real terms, you get given a pet that you shove into a tiny ball and then you go force it to fight other people's pets until they pass out. You'll be going through dark caves, treacherous oceans, and abandoned buildings which are definitely full of weird perverts. And where is your mum in all this? Happily waving you off at the beginning. Yep, she couldn't give a crap about your well-being. I mean, this mum lets you go because it said so on TV. Yeah, thanks, mum. I can tell you really give a crap about your son's well-being. In fact, in Sun and Moon, you and your mum move into a new house. You go off on a mad adventure, collecting wild beasts, fighting to the death, talking to strangers, and witnessing your fragile youth escape like water through cracks in an old person's hands. And what is it your mum is doing? Jack shit. She hasn't even unpacked. I've been gone for weeks, maybe even months. Can you get my room all nice for me, mum? Don't you care about keeping up appearances for the neighbours? What have you been doing? And why are Professor Oak's boxes on the floor? Mum? Mum? Mum! Talking about RPGs, all mums in them are pretty awful. I mean, pick anyone you want and there'll be some mum letting their kid go off on an adventure which sees them getting the game over screen about 20 times. No mum is quite as awful as Jenova though. Jenova hails from Final Fantasy VII and is, for the purpose of this list, mother of bad guy Sephiroth. Now, some mothers might be called annoying, negligent, or overbearing, where Jenova is described as the calamity that fell from the sky a long, long time ago and tried to destroy the planet. Jenova's description goes on. Her genetic structure is two-way. It can both take the traits of its prey and insert its own genes to turn other organisms into violent monsters. Once Jenova lands upon a planet, it will destroy every form of life it finds. Jenova can absorb its prey's memories and form, hiding as their loved ones to destroy them. A little bit more malicious than the Pokemon mom who just couldn't be to unpack. So how is Jenova Sephiroth's mum? Well, to put it simply, her evil cells were injected into Sephiroth in the fetal stage as a bit of a cheeky experiment by his evil dad, Professor Hojo. So yeah, she's not really his mum, so you can kind of let her off for being a psychotic being that wants to rain misery upon any world she finds. But even stepmoms need to make a little bit of effort. Plus, mums love to be embarrassing, right? But does your mum have an eye on her boob? Does she? Imagine her taking you for your first day at school with her all-seeing boob hanging out. Poor Sephiroth. No wonder he's so damaged. He must have been bullied for years. In fact, the more I think about it, the more Final Fantasy really holds the crown for shoddy parenting. Take Queen Brahne from Final Fantasy IX. Another case of not really being their mum, but I'm still putting it in this video. And before anyone says, oh, spoiler alert, that Queen Brahne isn't really Princess Garnet's mum, firstly, let's look at Princess Garnet. And here's Queen Brahne. Was it not obvious to you that the family resemblance was lacking a little bit? Also, this game came out 17 years ago, so catch up. Anyways, Queen Brahne is basically Princess Garnet's adoptive mother, and it starts to go a bit downhill once her adoptive father dies. Brahne goes all crazy with grief and gets in with a bad, yet incredibly sassy group. Kuja convinces her to basically start taking over other nations and informs her that her daughter has a bunch of powers that she can use for her own good. But why does this make her a bad mother? Pretty much because she lies to her daughter, does some evil voodoo magic to extract her powers, and then when she's done with her, orders for her to be executed. But don't you worry, because she gets her comeuppance and on her deathbed is all, oh, sorry for trying to kill you, trying to destroy the world, my bad. And Garnet seems pretty chill with the whole thing and moves on from the fact her mother ordered her very own death. Mothers, eh? You can't live with them and well, yeah, that's it really. Psychotic bitch. Okay, I know I'm on a mad spree of RPGs and Final Fantasy mums, but I feel like we need a shout out for Sora's mum from Kingdom Hearts. Remember her? Nah, neither do I. So RPGs are all about the long, complicated backstories and Wikipedia pages that go on for 10 pages too long. Well, this is Sora's mum's page. Yep, say hello to the most non-existent mum of them all. The beginning of the game is set on Destiny Islands as you play with your mates and live a pretty decent life. The only words you ever hear from your mum are, "Sora, dinner's ready, come on down." Sora? So hey, she's trying to feed her son. She's not awful, but that's it. Literally, when I first played the game, I thought Sora lived in some weird Peter Pan island where no parents exist, because she's so damn non-existent. In Kingdom Hearts, all the worlds get separated, so Sora's forced away from his mum, but honestly, I doubt he could even tell the difference. God damn it, Goofy is a better mum to Sora than she ever was. And the last parent I wanted to talk about hits pretty close to home. Because it's you. You awful, awful person. But don't worry, I'm not talking about your actual awful life. I mean the parents that we become when we play video games. And put that Xbox down and stop cradling it like a baby, because I mean the games that make us into parents, like Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley, and The Sims. Now, The Sims is probably the most apparent example of the social services needing to get involved. Mainly because the social services get involved. When your kid is in baby form, you can just leave them to cry. But you got better things to do, like sleep and play video games aggressively for 10 hours in a row. Who needs to provide a safe and loving parental environment when noobs are out there not being owned? Either way, say goodbye to baby, because its crying is annoying the neighbors. If you make it far enough to having a full-grown child, they're pretty good at looking after themselves, thankfully. And when I say that, I mean they can grab snacks out the fridge and play with the local weirdos out front. I mean, they're basically raising themselves. Thankfully for you, your video game career has never been better, and your Sims children will definitely understand that when they're all grown up and permanently emotionally damaged. Of course, you could just put them in the swimming pool and take away the ladder, but what kind of sicko would do that? So those are the examples of the worst video game parents that shouldn't have been allowed to breed. Do let me know in the comments box down below if I've missed any, and don't forget to subscribe to Squid Gaming if you haven't already to see plenty more videos. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!